Joining us today is Martin Shen, CEO of FingerMotion. FingerMotion is an evolving technology company with a core competency in mobile payment and recharge platform solutions in China. Hi, Martin. Welcome.
Hi, Jillian. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Diving right in, could you give us a high-level overview of what FingerMotion is and what the company does?
Sure. FingerMotion is a mobile data company. We process the payment for China Mobile and China Unicom phone subscribers. We also do SMS and MMS messaging for corporate customers in China. But ultimately, what we have access to is the mobile data of the phone users in China. And we're going to bring that into our big data insights company called Sapientus.
That's awesome. And what are the company's principal services and products?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, the top up is the first one. So if you're a phone user in China and you need to top up your phone, in essence, you use up the data, use up the minutes. We are the payment processor in between that connects the consumer, the phone consumer, to the telco. And obviously our revenue is generated by taking a little fee off that. We also sell SMS and MMS minutes. So what happens is we get discounted bundles from the telcos, and we pass on those discounts to our corporate partners, and we make revenue off of that. But ultimately, what we think will be our big advantage will be the license to go into these telcos and study the mobile phone users' data. And all that data is not owned by us. It's still owned by the telcos, and it's scrubbed for anonymity. But what we do have is access to thousands of demographic data points, and we think that will be of value in the future.
And can you speak any more about the company's competitive advantages?
Yeah, I mean, we have a few. Obviously, being actually licensed to do this in China, both for the top-up side and the data side, we actually have the licenses that we tendered and we won. And so that allows us a huge advantage over companies that may not have the license to actually go in and study the data. And also the flexibility and the mobility of our algorithms that we build in big data. Those are big things because right now we're taking our toe and dipping it into insurtech, but we can look and use that data into other industries such as financial services or healthcare. And then on the other end, because it's mobile, the algorithm can be moved. We certainly want to look into different jurisdictions outside of China. Maybe first Southeast Asia, but down the road, maybe Europe and certainly North America.
So then pivoting a bit, what are the barriers to entry? How defensible is your position?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, there's always a country risk that we have because we're working within China. But we think that because we've kind of built a very good reputation, a very good system that works very well, we're a low profile company, but we just kind of work in the background. And once we've developed that relationship with both China Mobile and China Unicom, who cover, I would say, the vast majority of the cell phone users in China, we have good access. And I think that gives us a good competitive advantage and good comfort there.
What should investors expect over the course of 2022?
Well, we have a couple of interesting things, a couple of new avenues that we're looking at. One of which is device protection. This is a bit like Apple Care. And it's pretty much still in its infancy in China right now. And so we're building that into the phones and the plans that they're selling both in China Mobile and China Unicom as a device protection plan. And we have the backing of, I would say, one of the largest device protection underwriters in the world backing that. So that'll give us huge revenue. And then obviously with the data side, having companies and reinsurance companies like Pacific Life and Munich Re join us on board. Obviously, they see the value in the data that we're providing, and we're eager to take that to the next step.
Well, with that being said, Martin, do you have any closing thoughts? Where should our audience follow FingerMotion for more news?
Well, I'm always a believer that the fundamentals of the company are the most important thing. We're not building necessarily a stock price. We're building a company with strong fundamentals. Our top up and our SMS will continue to grow, but these new avenues, the device protection and the big data side, I think are things that are coming and growing. And we're excited to see where that'll take us, certainly in 2022 and in the 2023 and going forward.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Martin.
Thanks so much for having me. Hope to talk to you again soon.